Alright, so this is going to be my 10 and 11 week update because last week, not only was I struggling just in general with everything with this pregnancy and school, but Jackson got extremely sick, and I seem to have gotten it as well, but not near as bad, and I'm not sure if that's because I've been sick 5 million times in my life, or maybe the pregnancy, prenatal vitamins, who knows, but he's had it way worse, and luckily he didn't have school on Friday for parent-teacher conferences, which also got canceled because we've been dealing with some pretty big snowstorms. So we're just going to combine the 2 weeks and call it good. I'll do week 10 first, and then I'll do the week that I'm currently in. For week 10, the baby was as big as a Tootsie Pop. Still super, super nauseous when I was hungry, but it was hard to eat. And I have to say not much has changed this week. Although, yeah, I would say that from week 10 to week 11, it's probably been about the same, but I'm interested to see the differences because I did take notes. I can definitely say that taking iron pills, which I have started, has definitely helped with the fatigue and me feeling so cold. It is just cold here. I mean, I'm looking outside right now and it's snowing. I was going to do this later because I have schoolwork to do, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like it's already dark outside, and it's because it's storming again. So anyways, figured I'd do it now, but back to what I was saying. I'm just cold. Like, I'm gonna be cold. It's cold outside. I have fibromyalgia, so it's extra painful when it's cold. But I can say that iron pills have helped a lot with not being so tired. Like, I have just been having such a hard time finding things that sound good to eat. Like, I'm not even eating really, like, meals. Not that I could if I wanted to, because I'm not able to eat very much at one time. But it's more so things like jerky and cheese, like little probiotic yogis, they call them. I think they're from Costco. Like, I got a big bag and they're individually packaged, so good. I like those. Those always sound good. Granola bars, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or just like plain bread. Like, if nothing sounds good but I'm so nauseous and my stomach's empty, I'll just get plain bread and I'll kind of like squish it down and eat it. I don't know why I squish it down. It's like something with the texture, I guess. I wouldn't say I'm having cravings other than like sugar cravings, but this is just what sounds good and like what I can eat. So I found a crib. I got it off of Amazon. My brother Adam and I believe it was it last week? It might have been last week. Whenever the Super Bowl was, we went to Target, and I had the worst Target experience ever. I love Target, like, favorite place ever. But it was horrible. Like, first of all, it was like completely trashed. Like, not just like disorganized. I mean, it was disorganized too, like the stuff they had. But it was like trash everywhere, like Sprite cans on the floor. Like, it looked like somebody had gone in. It looked like a bunch of teenagers had gone in and just raged. It was crazy. But besides the point, we tried to find a crib. I tried to find a lot of things, and I just could not find anything that I really liked. So I ended up looking online, and I found a crib, and I was really excited to order it in white because, if you can tell, these walls are like all throughout, they're like this grayish, but then the baseboards are like white, and the doors and whatnot. And I ordered it, and like had for sure thought it was white. I'd even sent like a screenshot to my sister because I wasn't quite sure on like which style to pick. And somehow I ended up getting gray. So, it's a big box. It's super heavy, and I know I could return it and get the right color, but at this point in time, I'm just gonna stick with it. I mean, I can put blankets over it. I can get her a white dresser. Like, it's fine. Like, I think after everything I've been through in my life and where I'm at, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Like, do I want to take the time to return that? No, I don't. Like, I'm not going to. So, that's what we're gonna do, but I will get that put together. Jackson said he'd help me, although I will say this, he does not want to be on any videos. He had me take down all the videos of him when he was, from now until he was like, I think 11. And he doesn't care about the ones when he was little, but he's not going to be in them, and it's not because I don't want him to be. This is his decision, and I fully respect it. And if he ever changes his mind, great, but that's where we're at with that. But he said that he was going to help me put the crib together, and my brother Adam also offered, so I'm looking forward to that. For this week, I am currently 11 weeks and 4 days. So this week, it says that my baby is as big as a Hot Wheels car or a Lime, and I can kind of tell, like, it's so crazy to me, and this is going to sound actually insane, but it feels like there's like a butterfly in my stomach sometimes. I just like sometimes will be laying there and I'll feel like, I want to say it's like a heart palpitation, but like down in my like stomach area, like lower stomach. And it's not very often, but it's weird. Like, I don't know. It's cool. So I had my second prenatal appointment last Tuesday, February 11th, and it went really well. We talked about the leiomyoma, which is like a benign tumor in my uterus. As of right now, she's saying that it's really small in size, and she, to be honest, isn't sure if it's going to cause issues or not. So it's something we're going to keep an eye on, but at this time, she's not super concerned with it. So it's just something we're going to take a day at a time. So at that appointment, we decided to do the blood test for the genetic testing, which also confirms whether you're having a boy or a girl. And the results came back yesterday, actually. So they tested for trisomy, let me look. Let me get my notes. I have my like little, my sister got me this. It's so cute and fluffy and fuzzy. They tested for trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome, trisomy 18, which is Edwards syndrome, and trisomy 13, which is Pateau syndrome, and they were all negative, and it's confirmed that it is female. So I am having a girl. I got so nervous. I have this app, What to Expect is what it's called. It's basically like what to expect when you're expecting, and or maybe that is what it's called. I don't know. Anyways, I was reading, like, there's like a community center where you, like, tons of people post about all these different subjects, and I was reading a lot of these ones on about the sneak peek test, and I was under the impression, like, if it's a girl, that's like a solid answer, and if it's a boy, that's when it's like a little iffy that it could have been contaminated, right? And I start reading, and these people are like, I did it at 6 weeks 5 days, I took it at 7 weeks 4 days, and it said girl, and my genetic testing or my anatomy scan at 20 weeks or whatever came back that it was a boy, and I'm like, what the hell? Sorry, what the heck? And I'm like, why would that be? And it was saying that it's because it was too early to determine, like, to detect that it was male. So it was saying female. I'm like, I will die. Like, I have done so much, like, planning and Pinterest boards and ideas, not to mention I have been like kind of going crazy finding like cute little girl clothes. I will have to do a haul separately. I found some super good deals on Facebook Marketplace, and then also I think I'll have to do the haul to show you everything, because I know I went to TJ Maxx, Burlington. Yeah, I'll have to do the haul. I got some super cute things though, and I'm like, I know it's not that big of a deal. Always like resell them, whatever, but I'm like, I now feel like I really don't know what I'm having. And so that was kind of neat to get those results. I actually called my sister because I'm like, if I open this and get really bad news genetic wise, that something's going on, or like that the gender isn't what we had thought, like I'm like all by myself, like Jackson's like sick dying in his room, I'm like, oh, like, so anyways, that's good news, and that's really exciting. I would say that my sickness is truly starting to go away. There is still, like, and I'm not talking the cold, flu, whatever crap is going on. I'm talking the pregnancy sickness. I feel like there's still some days where I'm like, I feel like trash. But I would say for the most part, I feel like I'm starting to come out of it, and I'm so thankful. I have to pee a lot, and that's insane because it shouldn't even be that way at this point, but it is, you know. Increased blood flow, who knows? Like I said with like the 10-week one that I really can't eat much at once, and that's still true till this day about my school, because right now I am in school, it's online, and I have talked to my advisor about the fact that I'm pregnant and when I'm due, and she's having me set up a meeting with the dean of the school for where I'm going for my program, and just to go over like what that's going to look like, if there's going to need to be like a temporary leave, lactation rooms, and like what that's going to look like when I'm on campus. Right now it's all online, and it might still be at that point, and if it's not, I might be able to still have it be all online, so it might not need to be something that's like a super big deal, but it does not matter what the circumstances. I'm not quitting. So I am staying in school. I will continue school throughout this whole pregnancy. I will stay in school after I give birth. Like, I am finishing this. It took me 10 years to go back. So yeah, no, I'm not giving up. My skin has been insane. Like, when I say dry, I know like your stomach can get itchy and like you want to scratch it. It's not even my stomach, it's everywhere else, like my whole body. I even have like one of those back scratcher things that extend in my purse to take with me because my back's constantly itchy, everything's so dry, scaly. But on top of that, I'm breaking out like crazy. Like on my chest I'm noticing, and it's not even so much like acne, it's more like sometimes like rashes almost, or like irritation. But like I am definitely breaking out like on here, and like my chin area is, I'm like looking to see if you can see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's bad. A lot of times like you have skin problems, but you can do things to like fix it, and there's so many things that you can't even use because of like certain ingredients, or and I try not to go too far down those rabbit holes of like not using like even freaking water, but I do want to be smart about what I'm putting on my skin, into my body, all of that. So there's confusion about when the second trimester starts. Like, some say when you start week 12, you're technically into your 13th week. Some say it doesn't start until you're at your 13th week. It's like a whole thing. For me, because I need to feel like this, and it's a mental thing, and your mind is so powerful, I will be officially out of my first trimester next week. So whether that's true or not, really irrelevant to me. That's when I'm going to be done. So anyways, I will talk to you guys next week. Bye!